23 Main Street.
Home of everything to do with Disney travel in style. We are your hosts.
I am Mike Bello-Braddock.
And I'm Amelia Bello-Braddock. And today, 10 reasons why Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival is the best Epcot festival for fashion and style.
Yes, and it is coming up soon, so we're going to record this so you can start planning your outfits, and we'll give you 10 good sort of inspirational themes, that few style tips. Just for the record, in case you don't know, this year's festival runs from March 5th to June 2nd.
Yeah, some may consider this springtime. I prefer to think of it as pre-summer. But either way, the warmer weather is starting, and it's just a very bright, naturey time of the year.
I consider this Disney's unofficial kickoff to the spring season.
So do I, but I don't prefer to call it spring.
All right, so whether you go a lot or whether you're just taking a vacation this year, you haven't gone in a long time, let's go through 10 reasons why there are so many ways and so many themes that you can latch onto to sort of style an outfit.
It's very Pinterest boardable.
It definitely is. And as we say often, Epcot is the sort of fashion park, if there was one, in such that, it's a great park to dress up in outside of just Disney gear. All right, let's begin. The number one is there are blooms everywhere, right? Epcot is overflowing with color and flowers this time.
Epcot's always pretty good with the greenery and the topiaries and such, but during this time of year, the amount of different colored flowers they have everywhere you look is truly astounding.
Yeah, and this is great for obviously dressing up. Floral prints. If you have those embroidered prints on things, and now's the time to wear them. And what are some outfit ideas? Well, you could have a sort of breezy floral sundress, or if you like linen, I know you like linen little button-up linen shirt, in with some nice cool shoes or sandals. You'll be comfy for the day. You'll be in style. Latch on to the bloom theme.
Mm-hmm. Linen was very in, especially last summer and such. This year, especially at this time of year, I feel like bright colors always tend to be on the rise after the winter time. Most people just tend to go more dark, more muted, or like chillier. It's
so
colder.
It's your breakout event.
Exactly. You want to break out. Every year you can say, florals for spring are groundbreaking, and yet every year you're going to pull back out your florals because of course you are.
Well, that will tie in right into the number 2 point. Instagram-worthy photo spots, based on everything we just said about the park. Who doesn't love taking photos in the park? Some people take it a little bit more seriously than others, or videos. I shouldn't neglect the videos. But this is a great festival for that, for all the reasons we just talked about. Everything from butterfly gardens to the topiaries Amelia mentioned. Every corner of Epcot has a photo op waiting to happen.
I will give it to the butterfly garden and the butterfly little conservatory area. It is quite nice.
Yeah, so, they have
quite aesthetic.
Usually really large butterfly gardens. Sometimes they're sort of raised, so they're made for photos. So really look around, and you can wear a flowy skirt or anything you can twirl in, fitted tank, subtle Disney, or garden themed, maybe with a nice jean jacket or something for a stylish look, and they'll really pop in photos surrounded by all of the butterfly garden themes.
I mean, that's the only thing with this type of weather. You have to be a little bit conscious of the coolness factor.
Well, you're leading right into... Are you doing this on purpose, or are you just naturally talking and it's flowing through the 10 points? Because before you finish that thought, point number 3 is just that. It's warm spring weather, but it's also Orlando in the spring. So this calls for effortless layering you're going to want to do in the park. It can be warm during the day, but if you're planning to stay there after the sun goes down, we all know it can become a little cool, especially if it's breezy. So, layering.
Personally, I just like to tough it out. I've done like a floral cardigan before, pop a cute little jean jacket on top, a little sweater on top, a dress or cute top can always be nice. Also, this was very, very popular in like the early 2020s kind of era, but putting like a long sleeve or a little like light turtleneck, not a heavy one, but just a little like mock neck top underneath a cute dress or something was all the rage for a time period, I still think it's very cute.
Yeah, and
I
it would
still
work
think
at
it's
this
an
time of
effective
year.
form of
Yeah.
layering if you want to have your top little dress be the standout piece.
Yeah, this is the time of year when that'll work. And you also talk a lot about wearing hoodies or sweatshirts over top of tees, whether you're a guy or a girl outfit. That can also work. I mean, you're going to watch the weather. So if you know it's going to be one of those cool March nights, then you can plan for that at this time of year.
It's less so my thing, but also an effective strategy. You know, there's different aspects of things you can include. It doesn't just have to be florals. And it doesn't just have to be on your outfit. You can pop on some cute sunglasses. Like,
well, it is flower and garden. So, I mean, that is really expansive, even into landscaping and things like that, right? Which are browns, like some of the stuff we've created in the flower and garden collection.
I've seen hilarious different graphic tees from gardening men wearing hilarious different like gardening jokes on their t-shirts. Some of them are quite funny.
Those would tie right into this festival.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you did it again. Number 4, garden inspired. I mean, it's accessories, but really garden inspired. They shine at this time of year. So just what you just said. If you have garden stuff at home, you know, gardeners do it in the dirt, you know, those kinds of shirts. This is the time to pull them out. They fit right into this festival.
And, you know, not just t-shirts. Like, I have different floral headbands or different, you know, like necklaces and things. Like, personally, I have a little golden butterfly necklace that I like to wear to flower and garden.
Yeah, people have leaf-shaped earrings. I mean, you can take it up and down the whole outfit. Yeah, and really embrace that's flower and garden. Don't forget the garden part.
Well, yeah, garden has the birds, the little honeybees, butterflies flying around,
or
everything.
nature inspired, really, is what you're getting at. So it is broad, and that's why we like this festival for fashion and style. Number 5, butterfly gardens. Let's focus on this. We talked about it earlier, but it really, these gardens and the topiaries and gardens designs around the actual butterfly garden. The butterfly garden itself, you have to go through little chains or things that are hanging usually to get into it. Inside there is not actually the best photo op space. It's the gardens outside around it that are butterfly themed that are great. So, I mean, we have a couple of great dresses and skirts that are butterfly garden themed. We'll put links to those in the show notes. If you have anything like that, butterflies are fun and popular. This is the time to wear them, and pastel-y prints too.
Yeah, especially I've seen a lot of little girls wearing butterfly wings or fairy wings.
Exactly.
Adorable.
That'll tie right in.
So cute.
You will have some great photo ops near, even in your Tink or Disney fairies or anything with wings. If you had wings, the old attraction. All my old people will remember that from the early days.
No idea what you're talking about.
All right. Now, the festival merch at Flower and Garden usually involves some apparel, whether it's the Florida orange bird or other things. So,
oh yes, I forgot they love their orange bird.
They do. So if you want to incorporate some on-site apparel, this is the festival to do it.
Yeah, that's true. I think their apparel is very well themed. Like, personally, I have a little flower fanny pack that's like bright pink, but it's cute and it works for flower and garden.
It's perfect accessory for that, yeah. So whether it's Disney or other, but we're just saying that this is number 6. Their festival merch is pretty good in terms of fashion and style. Now, number 7.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about bright stuff. However, and this is more the route that I go, this festival is also geared to pastel-y palettes and different colors like that.
Yeah, it's a great time to show that off. It just works well with everything that is around the festival. So lavenders, mints, pinks. We talked about sky blue in our top colors this year.
Yeah.
This is a festival where that would work.
Well, the thing is, a lot of the foods tie into this. Like, foods aren't necessarily, but some of them are, but most of the foods aren't the brightest. So you might have like a lavender this or a little blueberry that, which is more faded and pastel-y, but it still ties in.
You know, and that's something to think about. If you're one like we are, who looks at the foodie guide, and I know Amelia will map out exactly what she wants to try.
It's a lot of options. I got to nail it down.
So if you do that, but you're doing it for the purpose of your Instagram or social media, and you know what the food's going to look like, even though you haven't tried it, but you want to take a picture of it, plan an outfit around that. Let's get some complementary or contrasting colors that'll really You just give a little bit extra to your Insta photo. All right.
It's very aesthetic for different kinds.
Yes, exactly. So you're going to have to bring a few outfits. I mean, I know Amelia hates that, but I'm being facetious. All right. Number 8. Are you into cottagecore vibes?
Personally,
we talked about nature. This is the festival for you.
Personally, no.
Well, it was a rhetorical question.
However, it's very Pinteresty aesthetic, and I can easily see Flower and Garden fitting into it.
Yeah, they have a lot of honey-themed food booths and bees and whimsical.
I do love honey.
Yeah, and whimsical gardens, and so this cottagecore fashion. If you're one of those people, gingham dresses, lace-trimmed socks, that kind of stuff, cardigans. Again, this is the festival for you, and you can tie it into some of that, some of those themes that you'll find there. So definitely, that's what we mean. You're starting to get the idea of why we're saying it's a very sort of flexible festival for style. Number 9, let's have some fun and playful outfits. And you talked about kids. If you have little kids, I mean, obviously do it for yourself, but unlike other festivals that are EPCOT, especially, they're more dark themed. As you mentioned, coming into this season, it's much brighter and you can have a lot of fun.
There's a lot of cute little dress-up ideas for kids too.
Especially all over prints of this style can work, especially the fun little Disney ones for kids.
I feel like a lot of kids that dress themselves definitely play into this. If you let your kid, they've got the characters on their shirts, they've got the different patterns, leggings, the mismatch, every single thing you can think of, but it's their outfit and they're happy with it. And honestly, that kind of ties into the festival vibe. A lot of the time, they're very bright and cutesy.
And number 10, the final one, I say this is the best EPCOT Disney event for hats. If you're a hat person.
I do love a good hat.
I mean, we know that, well, you don't know, but our family knows that to this day, I still am sad over the hat that I did not buy 10 years ago at the Polynesian. And it was one of those sort of, if you're working in a field, gardening, picking flowers.
It was like a little straw
Yeah, it was
summery.
A straw summer, but like a, strawberry picking hat type of thing. And I wish I bought it. This is the festival for any kind of headwear, but especially, of course, that gardening or landscaping type of hats, or even ball caps with those types of logos on them. It's perfect, fun prints, whether they're detailed graphics or not. There's a lot of Disney stuff this way. It's a great festival for your headwear. So play into the themes with that.
Well, also, this might just be a me thing, but especially those kind of almost wedding hats, or like when you go to the races, those kind of hats, like the side hats.
Oh, yeah.
There's the very like floral, gardeny, spring British royal wedding vibe hats.
That would work. Imagine going
I love those.
There's some amazing gardens around the UK pavilion, right? You know the UK pavilion?
Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
That kind of outfit, light and airy with the hat like that around those gardens. And if you happen to see Mary Poppins or Alice there, Mary Poppy. See, I made her name floral.
That's exactly the vibe, though. Those are the kind of hats that I need in my life that I want to go wear to EPCOT.
Another good tip for you. All right, everyone. We're going to put a link to our flower and garden collection. If you want to pick up a t-shirt or dress or something, check them out. We have a few spring-themed items that were inspired by this event. Subtle Disney. Check them out if you're looking for something to wear. You still have time. And then, as always, follow us on social media at 1923 Main Street to keep up with the latest drops. We do them frequently. We will see you again next week and have a magical day.
Bye-bye.